Hello, beautifuls. This is Atleen, and I'm coming to you with another YouTube video. So tonight we will be discussing using fiber with Ethernet and the speeds as well as the distances will be on the Ccna²⁶ exam. And we will be reading under the topic Chapter 2, Fundamentals of Ethernet LAN. And then we will discuss, do I know this already? So the Ethernet standards, as you can see, is located in this notebook. And Ethernet standard 100 base TX. Media type is Cat5 cable, unshielded twisted pair or higher. Bandwidth capacity is 100 megabits per second, and the distance limitation is 100 meters. And we will see this again tonight. So I would like to go on and read from Ccna³⁶, Volume 1, and it is again Window Odom. And like I said, we will be discussing distances as well as speed. Just a reference table. This is just a reference table right here that I'm showing you. And for our understanding of the various speeds and distance limitations, and what kind of fiber or what kind of copper we will use. And like I said, for the Ccna²⁶ exam, a great one to learn and understand as far as numbers is at least know that most of our category 5, Cat5, and higher copper cable, our twisted pair cable, typically has a distance limitation of 100 meters. That more than likely will be on the Ccna exam 200-301 exam for your certification to get certified in Ccna. Okay, so today I'm going to go on and read the fundamentals of Ethernet LANs using fiber with Ethernet. So I will read. Using fiber with Ethernet. To use fibers with Ethernet switches, you need to use a switch with either built-in ports that support a particular optical Ethernet standard, a switch with a modular port that allow you to change the Ethernet standard used on the port. Refer back to figure 2-8, which shows a photo of a switch with 2 SFP plus ports, and we will go over SFP plus ports tomorrow, into which you could insert any of the supported SFP plus modules. Those SFP plus ports support a variety of 10 gigabits per second standard, like those listed in table 2-4. And this is 2-4 right here. And this is fiber standards. And like I stated, for the copper standard, 1000 base T, Cat5 or higher, unshielded twisted pair. Bandwidth capacity is 100 megabits per second. The distance limitation is 100 meters. Will be on the 200-301 examination, more than likely. We can also look at this right here, the sampling of the IEEE 802.3, 10 gigabits per second fiber standard. And the standard is in the first row. Cable type is in the second row, and max distance is in the third row. The first one is 10 gigabytes base dash S mm 400 mm. For instance, to build an Ethernet LAN in an office, you might need to use some multi-mode and single mode fiber links. In fact, many office parks might already have fiber cabling installed for the expected future use by the tenants in the buildings. If each building was within a few hundred meters of at least one other building, you can use multi-mode fiber between the buildings and connect switches to create your LAN. Oh yes, and note everyone, that outside the need to study for the CCNA, if you need to look more in depth at fiber, Ethernet, and SFP plus, check out the this website. It's tmgmatrix.cisco.com as a place to search for and learn about the compatible SFP / SFP plus hardware from Cisco. Okay, that was just a side note. And again, the webpage again is tmgmatrix.cisco.com. All right, so let me continue. So although distance might be the first criterion to consider when thinking about whether to use UTP or fiber cabling, a few trade-offs exist as well. Unshielded twisted pair wins again on cost, of course, cost. And because the cost goes up as you move from UTP, multi-mode, and then to single mode. Single mode is most expensive. Please note that. Due to the extra cost for transmitters like SFP and SFP plus modules, UTP has some negatives. However, first, UTP might work poorly in some electrically noisy environments, such as factories, because UTP can be affected by electromagnetic interference, aka EMI. Also, UTP cables emit a faint signal outside the cable. So let's go to Do I Know This Already? And in regard to tonight, the question is, which of the following Ethernet standards gigabit Ethernet use UTP cabling? The answer is 100 base T. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I wish you well.